Regina High School's mission is simple but powerful. We pride ourselves on transforming girls into women of faith and vision. Essentially, this means that we set our students up for success in college and beyond to be leaders in the community and in the workplace, all while developing a strong relationship with God rooted in the works of St. Francis.
And Regina's been around for over 60 years, and really it's taking the whole student, both mind, body, and soul, and preparing them for future challenges.
Our students live out this mission in the classroom, on the playing field, and in the community every day as they take on leadership roles in all aspects of their life. We empower them to make a difference in all that they do. Our graduates continue to live the mission in the many career paths they choose, continuing to be strong women grounded by their faith while being positive voices around the world.
Regina's mission is very important. It gives the opportunity to be educated in a safe and secure environment, providing the life skills that are critical for the future leaders of tomorrow.
I've had so many leadership opportunities at Regina. I've been a part of student council for the past 4 years. And last year I got to serve as the vice president, and this year I got to serve as the president. And I've also been involved in other activities like Foreign Language Club, RHS Ambassadors, NHS, and a bunch of other stuff. And through my involvement in those, I've got to learn so many great leadership skills.
Why do I think that Regina's mission is so important, and how did it impact my girls as they've left not only university but entered the real world? Regina creates a foundation, a place that the girls learned what was right and what was wrong. They built a faith structure for a love for God, a love of faith, and that really has helped them. It's been a guiding light for them to keep a focus on. And I think it's helped them have some focus on life as they deal with the complications that surround them. It's not an easy world, never has been an easy world. I think it's more complicated today in many different ways. And having a life that's based on faith and God has really helped them.
So some of the skills girls learn to practice at Regina in their theology classes that help them after graduation are things like how to pray. We go to the chapel during religion classes and they learn how to pray with music, with scripture, even just sitting in silence that helps them to kind of learn how to be quiet and to take that time to hear God, because as Mother Teresa says, God speaks in the silence of the heart. They also learn how to live a moral life in their morality class. We talk about the 10 Commandments, how those affect them today, how that's relevant to them today. We tie in even like Genesis and Old Testament stuff so they can learn their faith and reason and how they go together. They also learn in Catholic social teaching how to love their neighbor. We talk about a lot of hot topics like, racism, immigration, different things like about the right to life and end-of-life issues and all these different things that they will encounter if they work in the healthcare field or if they're just working with people in general, if they're working in social services, anything like that. So the stuff that they learn in religion class is meant to teach them how does the church see this in the world and how can we love our neighbor well and how they can respond in love. So I think the most practical thing they learn is how to love well. And there's nothing more practical than learning how to love, because we all have to love each other.
Well, I see faith developed in our students' daily lives by the fact that Jesus is the foundation on which this school is built. We see Jesus in the teachers, and hopefully the students see Jesus in each other as we conduct our daily routine here at Regina. Also, faith is exemplified by the way the young ladies treat each other and support one another throughout the year here at Regina. And also, I think we as teachers and staff and administration serve as faith role models and witnesses to the students by the way we conduct our lives.
What differentiates Regina High School's counseling from other schools, and particularly public schools, is the amount of individualized attention that we can give each student. Our ratios are about 1 to 135 students, so we have one counselor for every approximately 135 students. That allows us to give a lot of intense, personalized involvement with the students. That ratio is probably the best in all of the state of Michigan.
Here at Regina, we provide our students with a wide variety of college preparatory courses, including 18 AP and honors classes. In addition to our core curriculum, we offer many electives to meet the interests of each of our students.
STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. However, STEM teaching is all about teaching our students STEM skills that will help them to be successful at the next level. Students are using a wide variety of STEM skills in the classrooms, and our teachers are really focused on helping build those skills in students. We want them to become problem solvers. We want them to take initiative, to become leaders, to be able to communicate and collaborate, to analyze data, and express that to one another and their teachers. We really want them to build skills that will help them be successful in their future education and also in their career. STEM is definitely not only used in science or engineering or math classes. STEM is an interdisciplinary approach to teaching. It's used across the curriculum, and we use it in English, we use it in art, we use it in music. For example, in our English classes, students participate in Harkness discussions where they analyze literature that they've read and they're able to communicate that with one another. So not only are they learning how to actively listen, but they're learning how to communicate that in a large group setting and even smaller group settings, but really be able to get their ideas across and be comfortable with that and learn how to communicate that across the board.
So this is Mitten. He is an emotional support animal that we just got at Regina this year, and he's very excited to meet everybody, and he's super soft and fun and friendly. SAP stands for Student Accommodation Plan. So Regina's SAP program is for students who have learning differences. It's where I would create accommodation plans for those students that would just level the playing field and allow them to be successful at Regina. A school with an instructional specialist is just more equipped to help all students instead of just a specific group of students. So I think it's really important to have an instructional specialist, especially at a Catholic school, because we definitely want to reach all populations and make sure that everybody has the opportunity to attend an all-girls Catholic school if they would choose to do that.
Regina High School Athletics is a pretty comprehensive program, very competitive, and yet the girls are having a good time, fun, making friends, enjoying camaraderie of their classmates and girls of different grade levels.
I think it's been great for our oldest daughter. It's got her involved, so she runs cross country in the fall, and I thought that it was a great way for her to meet friends before the school year even started. She felt kind of very comfortable coming in to the school year because she had a group that she already knew when the school year started. And then the other thing that I think has been great about the sports is it's been a great balance of competitiveness, because a lot of the teams have, done very well and even won state championships, but also the coaches that she's had have been fantastic people, and she's really loved working with them on a daily basis.
I think it's very important for young ladies to get involved in extracurriculars or athletics. I think it helps them grow in a number of ways. It teaches them teamwork, cooperation, dedication, commitment, and how to get along with other people and sportsmanship.
My daughter Zoe was fortunate enough to be elected onto the student council, which meant a lot to her. She was involved in student council. She was a person who did the shadows here, people who were thinking about coming to Regina. I know she enjoyed that. And she played 3 sports here at Regina, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Unfortunately, softball was cut short because of the COVID. But who wouldn't want to come to Regina and play for a legendary coach and Coach Laffey in softball and basketball? Heck, I want to be a girl and come back and play for Coach Laffey myself. So it was important to me that she participate in extracurricular activities and sports, and I'm lucky enough to have a daughter that wanted to play sports and wanted to get involved. But one of the things Regina offers everybody is not everybody is into sports. Regina has so many clubs, so many different things. We have an archery club here. So there's always something for your daughter to get involved in here at Regina.
We have a thriving performing arts program here. If you are a singer, you can join the Regina Choral Ensemble, which is made up usually around 25 to 30 girls, and we perform all around the Metro Detroit area during the Christmas season, and beyond that we visit Catholic schools during Catholic Schools Week. We perform at the end of the year functions like graduation and baccalaureate mass. So we are a vital part of the school community and a great way to get the word of what's happening here at Regina out in the community as well by performing. We also do shows here at Regina. We have typically a fall musical, which involves roughly between 80 and 100 kids, both on stage and off stage. And in the past, we've done shows like Hairspray. Last year, we did Annie. We've done Grease, Little Mermaid, you name it. We've done the whole plethora of very large-scale musicals with a full orchestra. Again, a cast of usually around 80 kids, and then lots of kids working backstage. In the spring, we tend to do a smaller show. This year, we are looking at doing a small musical, but in the past, we've done one-act play festivals, or we've done comedies and things like that right here on our home stage at Regina.
We have several STEM-centered extracurricular activities here at Regina. One is our robotics club. We also offer a coding club called Get It, where students have the opportunity to compete in a website design competition. And we also offer Science Olympiad.
All the traditions are so great. I think the best part is that there's a new tradition to celebrate every year. So freshman year, you get your big sister. Sophomore year, you pick your colors for sophomore day. Junior year, you have junior ring ceremony. And then senior year, powder puff, which everyone loves. It's fun that there's always something to look forward to.
The tradition that I looked forward to the most here at Regina was probably having a little sister. So our Big Sister, Little Sister program is very, very big here at Regina. The idea of a senior mentoring a freshman as they're coming in. I think that by the time you're a senior and you're really familiar with the environment and what Regina has to offer, you're really anxious to help a freshman kind of get situated and feel like they're a part of the family here.
Powder Puff is definitely my favorite tradition, and I'm super excited that we still get to have it. And you really grow and bond with your grade, and I'm super excited because I like to watch the freshmen because you get to watch them grow as a group and as sisters, and it's really cool.
The benefit of sending your daughters to an all-girls Catholic high school is that girls feel empowered to try new things. That's what happens at a single-sex school. They're not intimidated by boys. They're actually at the forefront, and they see women at the forefront of every position within the academic structure.
What it was like attending an all-girls high school was, for me, scary, because I came from public school. So I was a public school student up until high school, and the reason I came to Regina was my mother was a graduate here. So I knew I was having to come to Regina, and so initially the all-girls school sounded scary and different, but after a couple months I didn't look back at anything. All those inhibitions just gone to the wayside, and it was just so fun and very girly. And I wouldn't have changed it for the world. I'm so happy that I was able to experience the all-girl environment, and I really do think it has empowered me throughout my life, and I do remember those experiences of just being surrounded around my sisters. So it was a blessing.
I was the vice president of NHS. I was also the captain of the hockey team for a year, which was awesome. Had a good, balance of, sports and leadership opportunities here at Regina, and it was just a really great experience. I think that it's made a huge impact. I'm 28 years old. I've already sold my first company. I'm now running 2 other companies. I'm the CEO, and I credit Regina for giving me these great leadership opportunities.
Attending an all-girls high school was just so empowering for me as a young woman, because I loved seeing my peers be leaders in every single aspect of the school. I loved that we were president, vice president, treasurer of student council, and all the other organizations. I loved that we were the ones that were speaking up in the classrooms and leading the discussions, and again on the athletic fields and in our plays. Every single aspect of the school, a young woman was a leader, and I felt that really allowed me to find my voice as a young woman. And when I left Regina and entered coeducational experience in college, and then even as I went into the workforce, I felt so confident in myself to speak up in every single aspect. And I know that that was because of Regina High School and empowering me and strengthening me and giving me confidence.